Hi lovelies, welcome to Lifestyle Chapter. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bomb garlic butter salmon recipe. It is so easy yet so flavorful. If you have never made any of my recipes, this is a must try. But before I get started, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, and let's get started. And if today is your first time seeing this channel, I welcome you again to the family. So here I have my fresh salmon that I have washed under running water, and I'm patting it dry. And with this salmon, I have the skin on. You can choose to take the skin off, but for this recipe I decided to leave the skin on, and so I'm patting it dry so that it will make it easier for it to be crispy when I fry it. So that is the reason why, or that is what I'm trying to achieve. Here I'm going to cut the salmon into smaller sizes, about 2 inches interval, and this way I can fry it easily, and it also makes it easier for you to season it, for the season to actually go in the fish or the salmon well. So I'm cutting it into 4 pieces. See how beautiful it's looking? And to that, I'm going to season it with some salt. You know, salmon itself is tasty and nice. You don't have to put on too much, but adding just a little bit of salt won't hurt. So with that, I'm also going to add in some crushed black pepper. You can also use chili pepper if that's what you prefer. And I'm also adding in some garlic powder. I want the salmon to taste really good. And to that, I'm adding on some smoked paprika. And finally, I'm adding on my all-purpose seasoning. That is my Old Bay all-purpose seasoning, and I am making sure the seasoning goes well into the salmon. So I'm rubbing it in nicely, and after I will turn it over and then season the other half or the other side to the same with the same spices that I used. So I'm going to start with the salt, and to that I will add on the crushed black pepper, then I add on the garlic powder or the smoked paprika, and my Old Bay purpose seasoning, and then rub it in. So what I'm doing now is to rub the seasoning in well on the salmon, and you are done. I have my pan ready on fire, and I'm adding in 4 teaspoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to allow it to melt up nicely. Now it's all melted. I'm going to add in my salmon. So I'm putting them in strategically, giving them space in between to allow me turn it. And I'll leave it on to fry on the side for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now it's time for me to turn it over. See how juicy it's looking. It is already turned golden brown, and everything is looking so good and smelling so great as I speak now. So I'll allow the other side to fry, and then we are all done. I'm moving them from the pan into a plate, which I'm going to set aside. So this is how the salmon is looking, so beautiful. Now I have my pan still on there with the butter in there. I don't want too much butter, so it is enough for me. All that I'm doing is I'm adding in my minced garlic. So what I'm doing actually is I'm making the garlic sauce for the salmon. So I've added in the minced garlic. I'm allowing it to fry for about 15 to 30 seconds. You have to stir it all the way, garlic, so it doesn't get burnt, because it can burn easily. And to that, I'm adding in some rice vinegar, some rice white vinegar. Here you can also use either chicken broth, but I don't have chicken broth, so I'm using the rice wine vinegar to give it that perfect flavor and taste. And to that, I'm squeezing in some lemon juice, and that is going to give it that bomb. It is smelling so great right now. And also I'm adding in baby spinach, which is going to give it more flavor. That I have chopped into smaller pieces. You can also substitute this for parsley or anything that you want to add it to it, any herb, but I'm using fresh baby spinach for this, which you will love when you try this. So I'm allowing it to fry just for about a minute, and then I will add back into the pan my salmon, the fried salmon. And lovelies, this is looking so good and so great. You can enjoy this with anything you want. What I'm going to do for me, I'm going to enjoy it on its own. And this is a healthy option. You will love it. So all I'm doing now is I'm just put it on the sauce, on the fish, to make it more juicy. And this is looking so beautiful. The aroma here is just too much. Lovelies, I hope you are enjoying this, watching this video, and you're going to try it. So here I'm going to share with you how the salmon is made, and this is how beautiful it's looking. Look how easy when it's cut through and fluffy it is. Lovelies, this is a must-try recipe. Go ahead and give this video a like or a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I know you will enjoy making this, and you will enjoy it when it's done. And I'll bring you another recipe. Thank you so much for watching.